It was a Greek philosopher, Heraclitus, who said, "The only constant is change." Now, he probably wasn't talking about marketing. I mean, I don't know for sure, but I have a pretty good idea. But his words ring just as true today as they did over 2,000 years ago. Change is inevitable, and when it comes to marketing your business, you have two choices: adapt or suffer the consequences of being irrelevant. And that's why in today's episode, we're diving into 6 of my top marketing tactics to grow your business in 2017. And I'll also reveal my #1 top recommendation to add to your business's marketing campaign immediately. Hello and welcome, my name is Adam Erhart and you're watching The Modern Marketing Show, where we take different marketing tactics, tools, tips, and strategies and break them down into bite-sized, actionable clips that you can use to immediately take your business to the next level. With more choices available now than ever before, which are the ones that are going to provide the biggest bang for your marketing buck, and which will just waste your time, money, and energy? Well, the following tools have all proven themselves. No risky gambles here, and for many are still largely untapped resources just waiting to help launch your brand awareness, authority, and attraction into the stratosphere. So without further ado, let's dive into them. Your website is your business's hub and center of your online universe. The beauty and importance of your website is that it's a controlled and brandable asset that you own. Unlike social media channels, many naive business owners mistakenly use in place of a website. In 2017, your website should be clean, responsive, and beautifully designed. If it's none of the above, then you don't have an asset, you have a liability. Your business's website is worth investing in, as ultimately at some point in the buying cycle, your customer is going to go online and see what they can learn about you, your business, and your services. Driving traffic to your website offers you unparalleled access to testing different sales messages, calls to action, and capturing valuable information from your visitors through opt-in forms or retargeting pixels. Bar none, if you're at a loss for what to do first, starting at home, your website's homepage that is a great place to start. Tactic number 2 is SEO. 97% of all searches for local businesses begin online. This isn't hard to believe though. Think about the last time you needed to find something like a plumber, a lawyer, a landscaper, a dentist, a florist, a dry cleaner, or anything really. The odds are good that if you're like 97% of people, you probably started your search on Google, Yahoo, or Bing. This means if your business isn't appearing for relevant search terms associated with what you do or what you sell, you're losing money to your competitors. Tip number 3 is social media. Social media humanizes brands and businesses in a way that nothing else can. The key with social media is to choose the platforms or channels that your customers actually use and then interact with them there. This is good news, as it makes the advice to be on every single social media network totally useless. After all, it's pointless to waste your time on channels that have few, if any, of your ideal target market. Instead, focus on the 1, 2, or maybe even 3 channels where your audience spends their time. Focus on producing quality content, sharing others' content, and engaging with your community, and watch your revenue climb. Facebook ads are number 4 because Facebook ads work. Plain and simple. In fact, for 95% of businesses, they're the most effective form of advertising available today, both in regards to cost and results. A bold statement, but totally true. Facebook ads continue to deliver incredible results at a fraction of the cost of other, both traditional and digital marketing options. The key to maximizing your results is to, number 1, appreciate that Facebook is a social platform, so nobody logs on with credit card in hand looking for something to buy. And number 2, focus on the strategy more than the tactics, so your message, offer, and who you're targeting are more important than bidding, placement, or other tactical elements of the ad. Number 5 is email marketing. Email is alive and kicking and offers unprecedented access to one of your customers' most intimate places, their email inbox. Not only that, most people check their emails multiple times a day, giving you multiple opportunities to get your message right in front of people, and all for one of the least expensive forms of marketing available. The key to getting the biggest returns from your email marketing campaigns is, like most things, focus on the strategy and focus on delivering value. If you do that, there's not a single business, market, or industry that I can think of that wouldn't benefit from an email marketing strategy. I saved the best for last, and my top pick to add your marketing toolkit in 2017 is podcasting. Podcasting is a disruptive force that's providing its adopters with benefits far outweighing its costs. Here are the facts. Podcast popularity is growing. Podcast listenership grew 23% last year alone. This means there are currently around 57 million listeners in the US alone, and this number is growing each and every single year. This level of growth is thanks largely to the fact that podcasts are now incredibly easy to consume through iPhone and Android apps, as well as direct listening on a tablet or desktop, but also to the fact that many people simply prefer audio over reading or even video. After all, it's hard to read or watch a video at the gym or during your commute to work, but a podcast? That's easy. Podcasting gives you something no other media does: longer access and attention. The average person scrolls through their social media feed in a matter of seconds, and they consume blog posts or watch videos for a couple minutes at most. but the average podcast listener consumes around 4 hours and 10 minutes per week, every week. They also listen to an average of 5 different podcasts each week. This means that podcast creators are currently enjoying a direct channel right to their customers' brains. Imagine being able to sit down with a customer, have their attention for 30 minutes or more. No other marketing tool currently allows this level of access and attention, which is why podcasting is one of the fastest and most effective ways to build a deeper connection with a higher level of trust. Podcasting is a relatively untapped and underserved market. One of the best ways to gain a competitive advantage is to get in before everyone else. Not that they don't work, but that early advantage is long gone for blogging and video. Don't get me wrong, I love blogging and creating marketing videos, but whether you're just getting started or are looking to expand your presence, there's simply no denying the fact that blogging and video are pretty competitive and crowded markets. But not so with podcasting. For every one podcast, there are 100,000 blogs and 10,000 YouTube videos. So get in while the getting's good. Podcasting is actually pretty easy to do, but don't let your competitors know. Maybe it's the fear of creating your own show, or the techie parts behind editing, uploading, or publishing an episode, or the thought of having no idea where to even start. But the reality is that with the right help, podcasting is actually one of the easiest forms of content creation available. And the most common fears and complaints associated with video, the fear of being on camera, and blogging, not being a good writer, simply don't exist with podcasting. After all, if you can talk about your business, you can podcast. There are also services out there like Podcast Zen, which is the one I use for my podcast and recommend to anyone thinking about taking advantage of this powerful tool that'll handle every single techie step for you. From editing and uploading your podcast to creating amazing blog quality show notes and custom graphics. All you need to do is talk and they take care of the rest. When you combine these facts, you're presented with a powerful marketing tool. One that not only gives you direct access to your customers and for longer periods of time, but one that is also growing daily in popularity and has a relatively low barrier of entry, because on the outside, it looks a lot more challenging than it actually is. Even though podcasting has been around for a few years, it's only in this last year that things really started moving, and will continue to trend that way into 2017 and beyond. So thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this episode, be sure to subscribe to the channel, give it a thumbs up, and if you have any questions, comments, or suggestions for a future video, be sure to leave them in the comments section below. If you'd like more content like this, then head over to adamerhart.com and sign up for the Modern Marketing newsletter, because this is where I share my best tips, tricks, and strategies that I don't share anywhere else. Take care for now, and I'll catch you next time on the Modern Marketing Show.